Modern Monday.
Oculus. How do I explain this one without making it sound stupid? It's about a killer mirror. Yeah, but it happens to be one of the most original and cerebral horror films to come out in recent years. The story is told in a non-linear fashion, very much like a Christopher Nolan movie. It constantly jumps between the past and the present until the two time periods become intertwined. It centers around a brother and sister, Tim and Kaylee, who had an awful experience in their childhood where their dad murdered their mom and Tim was forced into murdering the father, presumably. They believe their dad was influenced by a supernatural power caused by an antique mirror that they recently acquired. Tim is sent to a mental institution and goes under intensive therapy. Then 11 years go by, he's released from the institution and reunites with his sister. He's feeling fine, but Kaylee instantly brings him back into their world of trauma. She's still convinced it was the mirror that ruined their lives, citing a whole history of owners who have died because of it, and now she wants her revenge, reacquiring the mirror from an auction house with the intent of destroying it forever. The siblings each have their own side of the story. Tim doesn't believe in the supernatural elements, but Kaylee thinks the institution brainwashed him all those years. She seems like the crazy one, filling a room with cameras, computers, alarm clocks, thermometers, and lights with battery backups, all to prove the mirror has evil powers, and to kill it with some kind of anchor weight contraption. But soon, Tim starts to believe it, just as we do as an audience. In one of the most chilling moments in modern horror history, they come back into the room to find everything has moved. Normally, I would say that's a very stock cliche for ghost movies, and I never found it frightening. But then, they look at the video evidence to see a replay of the dialogue they just had, but while they're talking, they're moving the objects. So they did it themselves without knowing. This scene gave me goosebumps. It's true that in life, most of the things you do, you probably don't remember accurately. That's a thought that always disturbs me. What's real and what isn't? But here, the characters can't even remember what happened minutes ago. Is their perception of reality being distorted by the mirror? What's happening? It hooks you in and takes you on a whirlwind. We see them as children and as adults. It keeps cutting back and forth between the two timelines until they're so closely connected that sometimes the child actors appear in the same shots as the adult actors. It gives you a feeling of disorientation that keeps on accelerating. It can be viewed as a supernatural story or a psychological drama about two siblings who share delusions caused by a traumatic past. All the acting is convincing, especially Karen Gillan, who's been in Doctor Who. She is great, 100% believable. This is the kind of movie that you may want to see multiple times. It's always great for a discussion.